Throughout my life, I've always identified as an underdog because of the circumstances myself and my family have been through. Whether it was getting cut by my first NFL team and having to work in a grocery store, or my wife being a single parent, struggling to pay the bills. But I realized that so much of that path eventually helped me to become one of the greatest to ever play the game. I'm here to show the world that there needs to be no limits. Life is so much bigger than football. All those struggles have really become the inspiration to use this platform to impact the lives of other people. And we feel like our greatest impact can be to step into those areas that we've been in life. So my goal is to give other people opportunities, just like I needed to showcase what they are capable of and catapult them forward into the life that they've always wanted. You know, I remember when I got cut by the Green Bay Packers, and about 2 weeks later, I was stocking shelves in a grocery store. And it was probably the most difficult moment in my life simply because there was no path. How do you get from stocking shelves to playing in the NFL? It was going to have to be earned. But I also needed somebody to give me that opportunity to showcase the talents that I had.
We will rally around Kurt Warner.
Once I got that opportunity, the sky was the limit in terms of what I could accomplish. And years later, I was fortunate to win the Super Bowl.
Love you, Coach. I love you, too. Thanks for the change. You are special.
I've never won a trophy in my life, ever. And in an instant, Kurt won that Super Bowl trophy and held it up. And I thought, our life has changed forever. I remember when he told me about all that he wanted to do to make this world better, and I thought, here we go.
We focused in on helping people that are struggling with things that we once struggled with.
I've been in some situations that maybe you can relate to. When Kurt and I met, I was a single mom with 2 children on food stamps.
We looked back when I was a single mom. What did I want?
When that's your reality, your dream is to just provide for your children.
Early on, Brenda and I adopted Work Done's program of Homes for the Holidays because my wife was bouncing around from home to home, trying to obtain home ownership for the first time and understanding that struggle.
To see these parents work so hard and get their kids a new beginning, there's nothing better.
It's all yours.
We have a son who suffered a traumatic brain injury when he was 4 months old, and we didn't know if he was going to survive. So we take Make-A-Wish kids to Disney every year. And a big reason is because we wanted to connect with other families through our experiences. Sometimes you do need someone to give you an opportunity. And I needed that so many times in my journey. And so now that I've found myself in this position, I want to keep my head on a swivel looking for other people that need that opportunity. I believe there are so many people out there in life that find themselves as underdogs. They're saying, I just need a chance. I just want to keep going, and I need a path. And you know, so much of what our son Zach has inspired in me is that idea. Now we've created Treasure House.
Treasure House is a residential facility for adults with intellectual disabilities. There are 30 apartments. We have a waiting list because so many people need this. Treasure House helps you find a job, volunteer. It gives you peers.
A big part of the push to build Treasure House was to give these young adults the opportunity to be able to showcase what they are capable of.
I really like it because I get to have my independence. My job that I've had for a year is Spencer's Place, which is a coffee shop.
There is an inner strength in these young adults to become everything God created them to be. Regardless of what abilities they have or don't have, they can live a full life. The thing I love about the game of football is that I believe it's the ultimate team sport, is that it takes everybody to have success. And I always felt life was the same way. Legacy is something that we throw around in the NFL quite often. What kind of impact did you leave on the game? But when I think about legacy, to me, it's always bigger than that. I want people to remember me for who I was and the impact that I had on the people around me. I want people to know that it doesn't matter who you are, where you are, what your financial situation is, you have something to give. And that's the beautiful thing. Never forget that you have an opportunity to impact the lives of other people. Don't miss your opportunity.